G'day guys, it's Colsey here. Welcome to another show. We've got a legend of a guest today. He's Australian all the way. He's Alfredo Malabello. He's an actor, musician, singer, all-round legend, talent. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Alfredo. How are you?
I'm good, Cozy.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so happy that you've asked me. Like no one's ever asked me to be on a podcast with them, and you're the first. So like, yeah, man. I'm really proud of this. Thank you so much, dude.
Oh, it's an honor to be the first. I don't know why,
Yeah.
'cause I see your content. Everyone check out Alfredo's content on Facebook. It's so authentic, genuine, from the heart. He wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Lots of goofiness.
And he'll even there's self-awareness. He'll go overboard. He'll cross all lines, and then he'll apologize if necessary. And it's really
Yeah.
unique, actually. So yeah, I've
Thank you.
appreciated watching you over the last 6 months or whatever it is, Alfredo. Yeah, appreciate it.
I love what you do too, mate.
Oh,
The
thank you.
authenticity is inspirational. It really is. I without sounding, too over the top, but I fucking love you, man. I love you. Like
That's
bro
good.
love, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. We're on the same team, aren't we? There's a bit of camaraderie there, and that's what I want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I want to do by talking to people, and so sometimes we feel like we're on our own in our different places making content, but it's really nice to connect with like-minded people. It's very encouraging to know that you're not alone and you feel the same passion for our country.
And you know what, Colsey? We're not alone, mate. We've got our crew happening. It's pretty awesome. At the start, I had a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're going to be careful. You're going to ostracize." And I'm thinking, like, well, actually, to be honest, I found like thousands of people that I don't want to say I influence or psychologically, it's not an argument or some sort of manipulative way. It's more me losing my shit or and then hopefully they get the message. It's not the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a real
Like
communication.
it's really authentic.
Yeah, it's a real communication. It's back and forth. It's live. It's authentic, and it's a community type thing. And as you say, when you start doing this content, you realize, wow, you're not alone. There's so many people who resonate with it. I think that's the word. There's so many people who resonate with it,
So many.
and that feels so good. It feels like you're just with your content, people engaging with it. It allows everyone to express what they're feeling and what they're thinking, which
Yes.
isn't that much opportunity where we're all in our own homes and we're just shoved down the media down our throats, and like just leaving the
A lot of
comments
people.
yeah.
A lot of people are afraid to speak up, Colsey. You know that. I know that.
And I think you're
yeah.
right. I think me and you, maybe we are able to do it because we're self-employed. Outside, I take it you're
We're self-employed, and it's well, like, look, put it this way, man. Like, if you want a secure financial career, music's not it. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I have two sons, but one with autism, and I look after him, 5 days a week. So,
Me too,
so
Alfredo. I wanted to talk to you about this actually. When I
Okay.
saw something on your content, you're talking about your son. I have a
Yes.
14-year-old son with high needs autism too, and I'm his
Right.
carer. So he goes to a special school. I wondered what the issue for your son was too, but it sounds like we've got a lot in common there.
Yeah, man. My son is 33, 34 nearly.
Yes.
Right. But he's like, how would you describe him? I'll keep this quick. He's a 33-year-old, 34-year-old, very intuitive, sociable, beautiful, kind giant
Wow.
of a man with the communication interface of a 10-year-old. So, and when I say that, I'm not saying he is down or up. I'm saying, imagine this. Imagine there was a rocket scientist from Japan who had limited English skills, and he came over. You didn't know he was a rocket scientist, but you would just, try to communicate with him. So the interface is that of a lower English level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's sort of the interface, the way the
Yeah.
world communicates with him and the way he communicates with the world when it comes
Amazing.
with regards to talking, language, inflections, big words. 10-year-old.
Yeah.
But his street wisdom is awesome, off the charts.
Amazing. Yeah, they know, they see certain parts of life very clearly. And
Very clearly, very
yeah,
simply.
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, no, we'll have to talk about that offline, I think, a bit more. That's very,
Okay.
very interesting. So yeah, where are you today? You're normally in Melbourne, aren't you?
I'm normally in Melbourne. I'm just at Mum's house. I've just come to see her. Mum's 96, and she's awesome, and she's no sign of dementia. She's totally awesome. She still hits me. It's great.
Amazing. Does she live pretty independently?
And she cooks all the time.
Wow. And she lives in a
So much
house,
food.
in a house
Huh?
or apartment or something by herself?
No, she lives in her own house.
Amazing. At 96, she's doing so well.
I'm never getting the house, Colsey.
Yeah.
I'm never getting the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got a gig there. So everyone, Alfredo is a piano musician. He can tell you more about
Piano
what he
man.
does.
Yeah, I play the piano and sing songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you doing some hits online. I'm trying to think the guy's name, type Elton John type, and who's that other guy from the River? I don't know.
Yeah.
Billy someone.
I do like Elton John, Billy Joel,
Joel.
Cold Chisel, In Excess, Dragon, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, Journey, Oasis, Robbie Williams, all the
All
bangers.
the classics. Yeah. And you really get into it and you feel it and everyone enjoys it. You got that energy, which I love. Yeah.
Let me tell you, mate, music has destroyed my life, but in a very romantic and passionate way.
Interesting.
Poetically, it's too.
Bittersweet.
Right. It costs you a lot when you're in love with something. When I'm saying when you're in love with something, you know how you can have a passion for music or a passion for this or passion for art or it does come at a cost. It comes at a cost, and it means traveling and performing late nights, and it's not very conducive, I guess, to a traditional sort of relationship where you work 9 to 5 and then the weekends are free, and your wife or partner wants to go to a wedding or go to a barbecue, and you've got to do a gig.
You're busy when they're available, and that's essential.
Yeah, and it's not for everyone, mate. It's not for everyone. But in saying that, with all the costs it's come, it's brought me. I've traveled the world like 30 times.
Wow.
And when I say travel the world, I'm not here for like a day or 3 day I lived in New York for 3 years, lived in Nashville for 1 year, lived in Chicago for 3 months, lived in LA for 6 months, did all that, lived in Norway for 3 months, lived in Iceland for a month, lived in Germany for 4 months, Italy, Japan for 6 months.
Yeah.
Dude,
Amazing. Alfredo, you are, so you're a serious musician, well-traveled. And you're obviously Italian background?
Yeah. Mum and Dad are Italian. They came over in 1957 or something like that.
Yeah.
And on the Achille Lauro. And they met here in Adelaide at a dance or something, or some sort of social gathering.
Yeah.
And then I was born on the 11th of December 1959, and I was officially the biggest baby born in Australia in 1959. I was 11 and a half pound. Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
And my mum says you're still the biggest baby in Australia.
Yeah. She holds that one against you.
I know, yeah, man.
Yeah, you should have a trophy for that. That's a big record, the biggest baby in 1959.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. And have you lived most of the time in Australia in Melbourne?
Well, born and raised in Adelaide.
Yes.
Went to school here, primary, high school, Institute of Technology. I went into Institute to get my electronics degree. because I was into electronics and especially to do with audio, audio electronics,
Yes.
hi-fi, PA systems, sound systems,
Yes.
and that electronics knowledge helped me in my pursuit of musical, the word excellence. You're just making music grab you fully, and that requires, sometimes sonically being good too, meaning the sound systems, the type of equipment you use, the type of microphone you use, how to, do this and do that, learn how to use a recording studio, how to repair equipment, because back then you could repair equipment. Now you just change the board. It's different. But, I was working with valves and transistors and power amps, and I was making all my own stuff and repairing all my own stuff. And that helped me develop a unique sound when I perform. Like, I take a lot of care when I perform. I just don't go up there and say, okay, start playing the piano and singing. Nah, I go there, I prepare, I bring my equipment, my own microphones, my own mixers, my own preamps, equalizers, all that sort of stuff. I'm passionate.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds excellent. And are you into any computer type recording packages and software? Or?
I know how to use, Pro Tools, Logic, Reason, or most of them. And I know how to go into pretty much any recording studio in the world and use an SSL console or an Eve console. I know how to edit. I know how to produce music. I produced 3 albums. I've got 2 albums with SBS and Universal that went well back in 2010 and 2012. And then I did another one, and that didn't go so well. But, whatever. Yeah.
So I think you saw me. I've done a couple of short videos with a bit of singing. I did one, a rap one, and I was wondering if you would you be able to get me a beat? I don't know if
beat,
yeah, we could do some beats together. It'd be fun.
I'll do some beats for you.
Some sort of song, and I don't know, have you sing the chorus or something? I think that'd be pretty cool.
We can do lots of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Let's talk about politics and your passion for Australia, and especially you're in Victoria. I think that's probably seen the biggest decline of social cohesion, of living standards, or probably up there with Sydney. But how have you observed that over the year, and how's that impacted you, and what do you think of it?
With regards to Melbourne and how it feels now and the danger levels and all that? Yeah. Well, Melbourne is on high alert as far as I'm concerned, because I work in the industry that takes me on. I'm sure you've seen some of my lengthy walk through the city videos where I just, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm walking the streets.
All hours.
Well, I can't do that anymore, Colsey. I can't do that anymore. Here's an example. I did New Year's Eve performing on Lygon Street. Now, Lygon Street in Melbourne is, I guess, historically, it's been an Italian restaurant strip, right?
Yep.
So, but through the course of the last few years and immigration, and at this point, let's establish one thing. I don't blame immigrants. I blame the government for making the offer so tempting that they'd be stupid not to come. Anyway, in saying that, that's my disclaimer, right? So the majority of the street now is non-alcoholic. There's strong Middle Eastern influences in the restaurants. It's probably about, I'd say 80%, shisha bars, non-alcoholic restaurants, without saying too much. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
They're taking over. They're taking over.
Yeah, it's taken over. They've taken over the street, and the culture of that particular culture. And some of them are great. They're great people. Some of them, you've got the Afghanis, you've got the Pakistanis, you've got the Indians, you got the Muslim, you got the Middle Eastern stuff. It's all there, right? And for the most part, it's all and it has been pretty under control. But take you back to last New Year's Eve. That's December just gone. I'm quarter of an hour before midnight. I'm playing at a restaurant that's open to the street. And I won't mention the name, but I'm playing at a restaurant. The place is packed, and it's packed with Aussies, Europeans, Macedonians, Greeks, Italians, Aussies, regional Aussies that have come in from the country to go New Year's Eve in the big smoke. They're all there. Yeah. We've had a big feed. I'm singing, cultural songs, and I'm, I even sang the Aussie anthem, right? and then the one of the managers, he was, said, and I say this in jest. Okay, so please, Indians, don't hassle me. He says, no, you can't do that. It's not. You're going to get us in trouble. Anyway, so I did it anyway. Yeah, it's like, because it can be. I don't care, but it can be taunting, just like you get. Groups of people praying in the street. A lot of them would say it's their right, their freedom, but a lot of us would say that's them going like that to us or trying to taunt us, you know? So the street may think that me singing the Aussie anthem could be taunting. Right. But anyway, I sung the anthem, and it's a quarter of an hour before New Year's Eve, and we start hearing screams.
That's not
screaming. Right? Screaming. We look across the road, diagonally across the road, in full view. We're looking at 8 guys in balaclavas, tall, skinny guys, with machetes, hacking away at these 2 other guys, and screaming, ambulance, police, the whole bit. It ruined the whole, countdown for New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And everyone just, got really upset and disgusted, and a lot of the women were crying. And just the blood and the violence that we witnessed on street on New Year's Eve at about a quarter of an hour, 10 minutes to midnight before we did the countdown.
Wow!
And these 2 guys, got hacked. I think they survived. Police crawled the street. Came ambulances, the whole bit. So that was the last time. Pretty much the last time where I stopped walking the streets late at night, because I would do a gig and then my come down, my chill, my debriefing of the gig would be myself just walking the streets, because it'd take me 10 minutes in an Uber to get to the gig, but it'd take me like an hour and a quarter to walk back. But I use that hour and a quarter to stay silent and just walk the streets, observe other people, the cars going by, other bars, walking down dark laneways that have nothing. But now, man, it's too dangerous. Too dangerous, man. And like, my sons live in an area, in Melbourne. I won't say the name, but it's close to Melbourne. And just the other day, that guy there was a shooting. A guy got killed, shot. And that was just around the corner from where my children live.
It's too close to home.
Because my son goes to stay with his brother on the weekends, but he's with me 5 days a week. And he's on the weekends when I work and play the piano and sing, right? He goes and stays with his brother. That way, his brother they enjoy each other on the weekend. His brother can work 9 to 5 during the week. I can look after my son 9 to 5 during the week. And on the weekends, I can go out and do some gigs and hopefully earn some cash and pay the bills, right?
Yeah.
It's so scary now that even my son, my eldest son, the one who's not autistic, he says to me, Dad, because he hated me being vocal over the last few years about stuff and saying it, I'm attacking this and I'm attacking that and it's not fair. But now he's saying, Dad, I'm going to have to start saying something to you. I said, I agree with you, man.
Wow.
I agree with you, Dad. Things are getting bad here, Dad. What do you reckon? Let's discuss it. Do we move to another city? Do we move more out? What do we do? Because he's worried about his brother,
Yes.
and his mum as well. We're not together anymore. Anyway, look, it's complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, their mother and I, we're not together, but that's fine. She's a great mum. I'm a great dad. I'm probably a lousy husband, but I'm an awesome father.
The mother of my kids, we're not together either, Alfredo. So it's all
okay. So
all right. So life is complicated in these things, but there's reasons for for these things. And yeah, it's really alarming, isn't it? And you've been under such a out there Labor government under Dan Andrews and
I've been
Jacinda
marching every time. You've seen my
Allen.
march videos?
I saw you the other day singing on the Parliament House, I think, and it must have been
Yeah, that
during
was
COVID,
Kill
wasn't
the
it?
Bill.
Okay,
That was Kill the Bill in Victoria for Dan Andrews.
that looked
He's
fantastic.
a see you next Tuesday from the depths of hell. That guy there. I like if you and I look, Colsey, you have to make me. You have to swear. You have to swear to me now online in front of everybody that you promise to do something. If we are walking around anywhere and you're with me and we see DA walking around, you have to promise me that you knock me out. You knock me out, you tie me up, you bash me over the head, make sure that I can't move.
Right.
Because if you don't, I worry about me winding up in jail.
Right. Oh, I hear what you're saying. Hold me back.
I don't want to kill anyone. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I'm so angry with what he's done that I think that it would be extremely hard for me to hold back.
Yeah, it was daily during his reign, wasn't it? Daily provocation on the news.
Oh my God, he loved the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah. He's so condescending, so acting as if he knows best for everyone else. And it was communistic, wasn't it? Very socialist. And then, meanwhile, we know he's having visits with China, selling us out.
This is terrible, terrible, terrible. And I'm sure that there is some, I don't know, I'm going to be careful what I say here, but do I have to? I can't help feeling. I feel that there is a connection, a line, this silver wire that connects Dan Andrews with the CCP and, Jacinta Allen, who was in charge of the big build. I just see this common thread connecting Dan Andrews, Jacinta Allen, and the CCP, and whatever money, projects, Belt and Road, stuff that's going on. It's all part of the thing, a CFMEU stuff,
Too many people in Victoria. Too many people have obviously been eating off that table, haven't they?
Yeah.
Of union, Labor, the whole tentacles that go out and out. And I think it's getting chipped away, and hopefully this election, the tables will turn. I hope that for Victoria. Yeah.
Me too.
All right. And one thing I like about you, Alfredo, like me too, I'm out there openly pushing One Nation, as you are. I mean, you even more.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the nation, saw you went even to the One Nation meeting and everything like that. It's really been, I think, since Bondi when they've just taken off. I think what's possibly happened is over the decades, a lot of people agreed with what Pauline was saying, but it was probably seen as a wasted vote. But I think it's hit a thresh point where people have realised, oh, look, other people like One Nation too. We should say we're going to vote for them, and then once people have realised, hang on, it's not going to be a wasted vote. There's some real influence here. Then people have jumped on board with their support. But tell me about your hope in One Nation and what they can do in upcoming elections and turn this country.
Absolutely. My thoughts on One Nation are this: a lot of people have made up their mind already, and they're really, really convinced that she's the wrong thing for Australia, that she's a racist and all that sort of stuff. Now, I've been to lots and lots and lots of marches, and I was actually the secretary for the One Nation Party, the office in Melbourne when they first started, the whole grassroots thing. Wow. Because they had to move quickly to go around Australia to get all the electorates filled up with people. So I volunteered to be the secretary for the first 3 months, no pay, just to be there, because you've got to have a structure.
Yes.
You have to have a structure. So I was 3 months. Anyway, I got to meet her. I met her on quite a few occasions. I went to the August 31st one where, I don't know, you saw me hugging those two African guys singing the national anthem. I don't know if you saw that video. That was me. And then we went to the March of Flag stuff, and I got to meet Pauline Hanson face to face for the first time, and I got to hear her speak. And some of the people that were speaking up for her were Vietnamese, African, Chinese, Italian. Dude, the thing that frustrates me the most is that people say she's a racist. She is not a racist.
That's true.
She just loves Australia.
Yeah, and
right?
those people from
And
the
that's
other
coming from me. I'm a son of an immigrant.
exactly, and it's just
All these people
who love
got it
Australia,
wrong.
immigrants, as you're saying, Vietnamese, Africans. They don't want the country to become like where they came from. That the reason they
That's
came
right.
was for a better life. We all came. Your family came. My family came here for a better life. They're
That's
coming
right.
for a better life. But if there's too many people from those cultures too quickly, unable to assimilate, we need to overhaul the immigration system.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people fire back at me, fire back at you, fire back at all of us people that support Pauline Hanson, because they say, what the hell are you thinking about? How the hell are you thinking that she's going to save Australia? You're a racist. You should be ashamed of yourself because you're the son of immigrants that came. They don't understand. Now, the thing is that I'm going to be really honest with you. I look after my autistic son, as I said, right?
Yes.
And we lived in South Bank, trying to find an apartment. Colsey, I am not kidding you, right? I swear, you got to listen to me on this. Every time I went looking for an apartment, there were 60, 70, 80, and sometimes 100 or more. And I'm not bullshitting.
Ridiculous.
People waiting for an apartment, and like 80% of those people looking for an apartment were international students.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Now, I'm not saying
international student is pretty much the immigration system undercover. No, it's not called the
immigration system undercover. That's right.
International students is the immigration system, and you're bringing in what, over 1,500 people per day. You're not building any new houses. Then you get 60 to 80 people coming up for a rent. It's not fair on the people coming in, but it's even worse for the locals who have
It's
needs.
not fair on the immigrants coming in, and it's not fair for us Australians as well. Yeah. And like, yeah, I don't own a house. Why? Yeah. It's because, I don't know, life has dealt me those cards, and I love my son, and it takes money. This is before the NDIS, man. This is even before the NDIS. This is me having to work my ass off and doing gigs at night and not getting any sleep, making sure that these kids get their breakfast before they go to school, then picking them up and making that. What I'm saying is that Australia has come to the point where, unless you are in the middle of what I would say what I'm in, where I see, because I live in the city, in Melbourne, in South Bank, right near the shrine. I go to the shrine all the time. I go to the shrine at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I sit on the steps and I pray for Australia. I do. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen some of those videos. I'm a passionate Christian man. Don't get me wrong. I'm like a gangster for God. I'm a thug for Christ, and I'm a hardbound Oxford edition, basher of the Bible over your head for the Holy Spirit.
That's what we love about you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I believe that, this whole thing about abortion and to me, God is not happy with Australia. God is not happy with the way they see us treating the most vulnerable. But getting back to immigration and Pauline Hanson, she is not a racist. She is not a racist, because I've firsthand witnessed, been next to Chinese, Vietnamese, Indians, and Africans, Sudanese, Somalians, Eritreans, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, right? They all go up to her and give her a hug. Man. So all of these people that say she's a racist, they have no idea.
No.
And they say, oh, immigrants, we need this and that. They don't know. If they own their house and they live out in Whoop Whoop or in some outer suburb, they don't see the effects of what we see in the city.
Some suburbs.
I'm talking about Melbourne.
Eastern suburbs of Sydney are the same. Eastern suburbs and the northern beaches and probably parts of Cronulla, they don't understand, because you don't have to come to Western Sydney, and even visitors don't understand. But if you drive west, 20 minutes from their doorstep is a tsunami of multiculturalism. And I'm pretty, at this rate, those suburbs will eventually be overtaken as well, but it's not on their doorstep yet.
It's not on their doorstep yet. And these are the people that are complaining to me for they so-called racist rant.
They don't have to put up with it. They don't have to put up with it.
They haven't experienced it.
Yes.
They've got their job, they've got their FIFO, I don't know what it is, right? But look, that's how I feel about it. And I believe that Pauline Hanson, okay, is she the be-all, end-all? I don't know.
There's no perfect politician, there's no perfect party, but it's the best option, yeah.
That's it. Is she the Jesus Christ of Australia? No. But she is the sledgehammer that is within reach.
Yes.
She is the
Yes.
sledgehammer
Break glass.
that is within reach of smashing the way the Australian government is being holding us to ransom.
Yeah.
Right? She's a sledgehammer. Once we have wiped the slate, once we've broken the system, we can go in and fix it.
Yeah, it's
right?
about
But we have to
smashing
smash it. We have to pull it apart.
globalism, the UN, the things wanting to treat all Western countries and make them all like the third world countries and make everyone even so they can rule over a shattered society. No, we want nationalism. We want
We
Australian
want
pride.
nationalism, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a proud Aussie, and I love this country, and I'm 100 million% behind Pauline Hanson.
Me too.
Because, yes, she's a politician. Yes, she's learned some maneuvers. Yes, but who hasn't? Who hasn't? At least she tells it how it is.
Hey.
And her eloquence, okay, maybe she doesn't have that level of eloquence.
It's not
but
time for that.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's not time for that.
Shit, man.
She doesn't have
truth.
She doesn't have the education of Menzies, but it's a different time and it's a different era, and she will make Australia feel like Australia again. And I think we all need that. Yeah.
She is the Winston Churchill of this era.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I know people are going to laugh at this, but Winston Churchill was never a prime minister, never tried to become a prime minister, and never was again. But for World War II, he was the best goddamn prime minister ever.
You are onto something there. Because Pauline is one of a kind. God broke the mold.
Yeah.
No one can do what she's doing, literally. Like, you even watch the old videos. You put up an old video where she was talking to some young Aboriginal kids. She's been this way for 30 years. We know her track record. We know her warts and all.
She hasn't lied. She hasn't changed.
And so Australians, we trust her.
She's softened.
Yeah.
She softened her heart.
Yeah.
She has softened her heart.
Yeah.
Okay?
But
that's beautiful.
Don't get on her dark side, though. Yeah. But we need that. We need that tough woman. We need.
No, she's tough.
Yeah. Bit like Margaret Thatcher. Yeah. So she's a special one of a kind, and we need to take this opportunity.
Like Margaret Thatcher.
We need to take the opportunity now, because she's not going to be available forever.
That's right. She's the sledgehammer, and we need her right now. So get behind her. We start with Victoria.
Yeah. I'm going to say it. We need to do it now while Pauline's at the helm, because there's no guaranteeing that you're going to get another leader either of One Nation with her cut through, with her track record of trust. Now is the time to break the system, and then we can build it later.
Smash it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can I do one thing?
Yeah, man.
For your viewers?
Yes, please.
Right. This is the last thing. I just want to say to everyone, first of all, thank you, Colsey, for inviting me up. I love you, brother. I think you're an awesome human being, and I'm very, very proud to be, your friend and an associate and a comrade. Not a comrade. That's a communistic word, but whatever.
Absolutely, brother.
So I want to say to all Australia, listen. I don't know if you're religious or not, Colsey, but I'm not religious. I'm a Christian man. I just want to say this prayer for Australia. So, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth in Australia as it is in heaven.
Yeah.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, and deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Dear Heavenly Father, bless this country and give us the strength to take it back. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Yes, Lord. We repent of our lukewarmness and our allowing other foreign
lukewarmness.
Foreign gods in, and we a lot of people. That's the silver lining of this time, Alfredo, is a lot of people are now embracing their Christian identity and culture, whereas previously they had no need to, but they're seeing the darkness, and so now people are rushing back to that. Actually, when you're in town, there's a great church in my area called Echo Church. It is an experience.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of it online?
Heard of it.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah.
I recommend anyone even watching. I'm going to have Pastor John Cedra on the podcast next week.
Oh, do you go to church?
Yeah. I've been there. Alfredo, my dad was a Pentecostal pastor from my age 5 to 15. Yeah.
Dude, okay. I knew there was something about you, man.
Yeah, so we're with family. Actually, my parents are from Adelaide, and Adelaide was a very Christian city back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, is my understanding. A lot of things
Yes.
came out of Adelaide. So yeah, my roots
Yes.
are there. My brother was,
Absolutely.
I was born in Mildura actually, and lived in Victoria till I was 15, and then went to Queensland.
I'm playing in Mildura next Saturday
Oh wow, amazing. Yeah.
at the Settlers Tavern, Settlers Hotel.
I only lived there till I was 4. I'm more familiar with Swan Hill. Go and play in Swan Hill.
All right.
No,
All right.
it's been awesome having you on, Alfredo. I recommend everyone following him. He's a brilliant Aussie. I mean, we all had well, I know I did. I felt like, we all had a few good Italian friends growing up, and we still do.
Yeah.
They're Aussie as they mix in. They're part of our culture, and just as Australian as anyone else. And it's wonderful to have a person like you with a clearly Italian name standing up and saying, we're Aussie, and it's our culture has been like this, and it's changed far too much
No,
since the 90s. Yeah.
Halsey, let's get it right. Let's get it right. I'm an Australian man
Yeah.
with an Italian heritage.
Just like
I'm
I'm an
Australian.
Australian man with a British heritage. We're here on the other side of the world. We came here and we left everything behind, and we embraced being Australia together. And so,
Yeah,
yeah,
I barrack for the Socceroos. I don't barrack for Italy.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love you, man.
So anyway, love you, man.
Yeah, yeah. Mate,
God bless Australia.
you're a champion. Thank you, Alfredo. We'll do this again, hopefully soon, and if not soon, in a
I'll
couple
see
of
you in
weeks.
Sydney.
See you in Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to come and hunt you down.
Awesome. Hunt me. No. Yeah. With the
And we'll go
crossbow.
to church.
Yeah, we'll
And
go.
we'll go to church together.
I want you to go because it's an experience. This church, it blew me away. I've only been going for 2 months, but I've never been to a church quite like it. Yeah, have you seen them online? Echo?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're pretty amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. Lots of fire and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
impressed. You'll be impressed. Yeah, and hopefully we can
Okay.
do some more collaborations together because I like you. I like your Christian faith, and I like everything about you. I love the talented people. I love talented people like you. But yeah, I don't know if we can do some sort of song or something. We have to do it in a clever way
We'll do it. We'll do it.
to try and
We'll
get
do it.
everyone, to get everyone
Yeah.
singing it. So we've got to just
I've got all the stuff to do it. I can do it all.
yeah, brilliant. Encourage people in the right direction, and keep this thing, and keep people getting distracted because there's a lot of things on the right where people are diverging, and that's not going to be helpful. So we need
Have
to.
you got? Are you a good lyricist?
I was when I was young. Yeah, I was in a bit of a rock band myself for a short period of time. Obviously, now 20 years later, I haven't had time to jot in my notebook once. But now, if we're serious about this, I need to sharpen that up. I can do it, Alfredo. Yeah.
Write some lyrics, man.
Yeah. I
And,
have,
and let's write a song. Let's write a song. I guess what's the song we need now? It's a One Nation song.
yeah. Yeah. But I'd have to think about it too because we want to make it
Okay.
appealing to people, don't we? Yeah. I have this vision of some sort of chorus, maybe a bit of a rap, and then you on the piano singing a chorus, and then I have a guitar. Maybe we can throw in a guitar solo. I don't know. But
We'll do it. Yeah.
yeah. But it'll be fun trying anyway, and it's good to encourage each other, and because
Absolutely.
yeah, it's exciting times. We've never seen
It
times
is
like this.
exciting times. We're at that point in history where you and I and others can really make a difference.
Amazing, isn't it?
But unfortunately, we also put ourselves in the firing line. So
Yeah, and as you said before, sometimes it doesn't bother me and you, but it can affect our family and friends around
yeah,
us.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
there's a challenge to that, but no, it's
It
been
is a
so good to
challenge. Yeah, and
connect with you. I think we've got a strong understanding, and people we've grown up in Australia, and we understand each other, where we come from, and it's a good bond, and they've just tried to change it too much, and so we need to protect our identity and our culture. So
we do,
yeah,
and immigration's got to stop for the next 5 years at least. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
just to give us a chance. Not, I mean, just to give even the immigrants that are here a
yeah,
chance to
yeah,
catch up, but to get Australia back on track and we're not having enough babies.
yep,
You know, they're bloody aborting 100,000
yes,
babies a year. If those, look, it's a touchy subject for me. It's really dear to my heart. But if those 100,000 children per year were allowed to be born, we wouldn't need all the, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we
Don't
don't
make me
need
say
immigration,
it.
do we? We
Don't
don't
make
need
me
it.
say it.
That's right. And then, yeah, abortion is an evil thing, obviously going back to the beginning of time, and they've made it somehow palatable, calling it healthcare when it's diabolical. And God, as you said,
It's
God cannot be
infant
happy with that.
sacrifice
Yeah.
to Satan himself.
Yeah. And we must humble ourselves and return under God. We need some godly leaders. And that's the one thing about Pauline. She's not a professing believer, but she carries the values
She
amazingly
carries the
well.
values. Yeah.
Even better than a professing Christian somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I reckon with the right people around her, with
Yeah.
the right Christian people around her, and us also other good thinkers. I tell you what else I think. I wish I wish Gerard Rennick would get rid of that bloody chip off his shoulder, because he'd make a great treasurer
Yeah.
for
I
One
know
Nation. You know what I mean?
we need some consolidation of the right. We might even need just to get rid of Labor. We might even need the Liberals, Nationals,
Yeah,
Rennick
I don't mind. Do you
to
mind?
join.
I don't mind.
They need to. They've got egos and they've got party history and everything. But the closer we get, hopefully the Liberals get nervous enough to smoke the peace pipe.
To join, yeah, smoke the peace pipe. Absolutely. Mate, look, okay, I'll let you go. Thanks. Thank you so
No
much.
worries,
Thank you,
Alfredo.
Australia. Thank you, everyone.
We'll be in touch, Matt. Thank you for your time.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.